Hey guys, Nick here with Gear Nut. So, I've been using the Leatherman Charge Plus for a couple days, and I've been using the Leatherman Wave Plus for a couple days, and this is what I have to say. So, first things first, I like the sheath. So, Leatherman's done two things correct here. They gave us the replaceable cutters, and they've also upgraded the sheath. Now, I'm going to classify this as an upgrade. I tell you what, I really like the belt loop. I wish it had a clip, but at the same time, I like the security of a sewn-on nylon strapped belt loop. I like that. It does have a little bit of wiggle back and forth like this on your belt, so it does decrease. Like if you do snag it on something, it has some movement and a little bit of give, so I like that a lot. I like the profile of it, but the snap is where it's at. You know, your tool is securely mounted in here with this little bit of elastic, so it does compress and, you know, suction down onto the tool, compress the tool down, and it just doesn't feel like it's going to be lost. And then when you're out in your garage and you get covered in sawdust, I'm not worried about getting sawdust or debris in here. You know, it's a flow-through design. It's real easy to blow out with an air compressor. Not a big deal. So I really like that. But I like the Charge's sheath. So the Charge came with one that's, in my opinion, upgraded, or it's kind of more versatile. So on this side, you can have your bit extender / adapter. You know, it slides in there. I haven't lost it. And this little tab down here actually prevents it from falling out and falling through. It gives you something to actually press this down into. Now on the other side of it, and you know how much I love the Streamlight MicroStream, but the other elastic loop it's perfect. It fits the Streamlight MicroStream to a T. And once again, that little tab down here, or this little overloop, or this little piece of material, keeps your flashlight from falling through. You can push it down, it's going to hit, it's not going to fall through. When you need it, it pulls out really readily and available. So it fits that Streamlight MicroStream exceptionally well. I love these sheaths. If I had to pick one, I would pick the upgraded sheath with all the extras, because you still get the same build quality as the Leatherman Wave Pluses, but I just like the sheath. You get so much more. And in the back, you can stick one bit card. You can put 2 bit cards back there and force it in, but it's really tight on your multi-tool. So I think 1 bit card is reasonable, but if you're the guy that wants 2 bit cards, you can do it. I just wouldn't recommend doing it. So, but on to the tools. Enough about the sheaths. I love the sheaths. They work. I can see myself purchasing a couple extra of these sheaths. Hopefully they make them for the 300 and the Surge. That would be freaking awesome. So let's pull out the multi-tools and let's talk about them. You know, there's not really too much to talk about. Basically, I don't know why my Leatherman doesn't have the plus symbol over here. I bought this from BladeHQ. It came packaged and boxed as the plus. It just doesn't have the plus. And I'm not sure if the Charge Plus is supposed to have that too, but mine doesn't have that. I'm not worried about it. Maybe mine are just more collectible than yours. I have no idea. But I did a squeeze test on both of these. I grabbed this 1/2-inch chunk of stainless steel and I just put the pliers on it. You can see some marks here that I actually did. But I just squoze on it and I put 200 pounds. I put all my weight. I'm about 195, so pretty close to 200 pounds. But I pushed down on the table and I tried to break the pliers. Now, you're not supposed to do that. That's probably abuse of the tool. But I wanted to know, if I recommended this, is the plier going to break with reasonable pressure? And you should not break your pliers with reasonable pressure. If you take a squeeze clamp and you stick it on here and you squeeze clamp it or stick this in a vise or a C-clamp or anything like that, that's not reasonable. But for your daily use, for squeezing, pinching things and twisting things and cutting wire, I don't see how you could break this. Mine did not break. I did that to both of them and it works exceptionally well. It didn't have any issues. There is some flex in the handles. You know, you're going to get what you get. So, but for the build quality, they're both built exceptionally well. I don't have any issues with them. I might lubricate, some joints in here with some Benchmade Blue Lube. That's my lubricant that I choose to use. But other than that, cleaning it up and taking some sandpaper to these little eyes, these little thumb holes, so they're not so sharp, the Leatherman Wave Plus is freaking awesome. But I'm still at the same point I was when I did the first overviews. I like the Charge better, but that's just because I like the feel of it. I like the smoothness. It's better. It does it for me. I really like this 154 cm blade. It holds its edge exceptionally well. They both came really sharp. No issues there. There's nothing wrong with these. So if you are on the fence about picking the Charge Plus up or the Leatherman Wave Plus up, I would highly recommend it. I haven't had any issues with either one of these, and I've been using them for several days. I've been abusing them and doing squeeze tests and stuff like that, and they haven't let me down. They cut wire exceptionally well. It has the same replaceable cutters as a rebar, so there's that benefit. If you're the type of person that does a lot of cutting, or you cut something and you damage your cutters quite frequently, then this is definitely a multi-tool you should check out. You're just going to have to ask yourself, is that extra amount of money for the upgraded blade steel really worth it to you? And in my opinion, for me, I would go for the Charge Plus. I think it's a really good value, and I think it's the perfect multi-tool for me. You're probably going to see me migrate from the Charge TTI to the Charge Plus. It seems like a downgrade, but it's not really a downgrade in my eyes because I like the pliers so freaking much. I fell in love with them. So, Nick here with Gear Nut. Hope you've enjoyed this little update, and I would highly recommend the Wave Plus and the Charge Plus, but I lean towards the Charge Plus a little more because you do get that really awesome, unique package. The sheath is included with it, and you get that extra little bit kit. You do get 2 square bits, you get a Torx, you get a little flathead standard, and you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You get 8 of these little Allen hex keys. And I'll tell you what, they're pretty common sizes. I don't have much of a use for the square bits, but the Torx, the flathead, and then all of these little Allen keys, I use those quite a bit. So keep up the great work, Leatherman. I think that your sheath is actually a upgrade. I like it a lot. And tell you what, I'm very impressed with the 2 modifications you made to this line. So that's what I got. Hope you enjoyed the video. Comment section below if you have any questions. I'll try to answer them. I'm going to be working quite a bit later throughout this weekend, so hang in there with me for the comments. I'm going to be a little slow to respond. I'll have to do it at breaks or after work. So that's what I got. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll check you guys later.